was a beautiful day, so we took it outside on the brand new courts like we told you about last week on this week's episode of Mighty Mac Week in Review. How are you guys? Thanks for tuning in. My name's Dave Molinaro. I'm joined by Sarah Pasternak. Breaking news, the Mighty Mac of the Week. I don't even think she knew about it until just then.
I didn't know about that until just now. We're going to get started right away. Heading to Draper Walsh Stadium. Field hockey hosted 2 home contests last week, starting with Leslie. Let's take a look.
Hillary Burkholder scored the first goal of the season for the Macs on a penalty stroke in the first half, and the IU defense will make that stand up in a 1-0 victory. On Saturday, after a scoreless first half with Widener, Meredith Katona takes a pass off the corner and feeds Kayla Williams, who blasts this shot to beat the keeper and put the Macs in front 1-0 in the second half. Widener would counter with a penalty corner of their own, and the IU defense was up to the challenge as our own Sarah Pasternak kicks the shot away. IU put the game out of reach with the second goal on the day, this one from Meg Donegan with a breakaway from the crowd after the goalie stops her. Brittany Robertson is there to rip a shot to the back of the net to put the Macs up 2-0. Pasternak and the Immaculata defense would collect their second consecutive shutout after another great kick save to give her 18 saves in the early going. IUFH is 2-0 now, undefeated. We have the goalie right here with 2 shutouts, so might as well ask her. Sarah, how's the team feeling right now early on?
The team is definitely feeling a lot more confident. Going into our season, we knew we were a lot stronger than last season, but definitely looking to capitalize on the 2 wins, take that energy, and it's a new week, so heading into 2 more contests this week. That's all for field hockey. We're going to switch gears to volleyball. The women's volleyball team got started with a doubleheader against Haverford, then Bryn Mawr. Let's take a look.
The Macs would begin by dropping straight sets to Haverford, but in the doubleheader they would bounce back against Bryn Mawr with shots like this to the back corner by Nicole Taylor, and the Macs take the first set 25-12. Later, IU would win the next 2 sets, 25-16 and 25-21, as Gabby Guerrera buries the spike to defeat Bryn Mawr.
The volleyball Macs are going to host games on Tuesday and Thursday this week, so be sure to head to the gym for that before they head to Alvernia for a tri-match on Saturday.
On to the pitch with the Mighty Macs women's soccer team. They lost against Penn State Brandywine and look to bounce back at home versus Penn State Abington. Let's take a look.
In the first half, the Macs served the ball back into the box after a corner kick, and Carly quickly rips this shot, but it sails just high, and the game would go to the locker room scoreless. Now trailing 1-0, the Macs were back on attack on a corner kick, as Carrie Quigley serves one into the box, and Paulina Rucci gets ahead on it, but it goes just wide. Then it's freshman goalkeeper Sarah Roselli who kept the Macs down 1 goal as she makes this stop on a free kick, but IU was unable to come back and fell 1-0.
Women's soccer is home tonight at Draper Walsh Stadium at 4, so be sure to head to the stadium for that.
Men's soccer started off with a thrilling win 4-3 on the road at Albright, 2 goals each by Alex Noel and Nick Boulay. They look to continue that with a game against Penn State Berks. Let's take a look. Trailing 1-0 in the second half, Alex Noel feeds Kyle Jumelon, who slips the shot past the keeper to tie the game up at 1-1. With the game still tied in the middle of the second half, senior Kyle Jumelon returns the favor to Alex Noel, who scores his 3rd goal of the season and gives the Mighty Macs the 2-1 victory over Penn State Berks. We're here with Nick Boulay, a freshman on the Immaculata men's soccer team. Nick, thanks for coming on the show.
Good to be here, man.
Yeah, so the Mighty Macs started out 2-0. They're undefeated right now. The first game they won 4-3. Second game was 2-1. You actually, your first collegiate game, scored both goals, and then second game you got the start, your first collegiate start. So can you talk about the whirlwind of this first week so far for you?
It's been a good week. Glad to be here. Glad to be contributing. Hopefully we can keep getting wins.
And then someone in the crowd actually videotaped 2 of your goals, so he went semi-viral around Immaculata's campus in the CSAC with a couple of good ones, scored off a corner kick, and then another one on a breakaway, a little bending ball going far post. So you seem to have found your element. So Coach Clementi, we've talked to him before, talked about a mentorship program. Alex Schuler is your mentor. He's a senior on the men's team. Can you talk about, him keeping an eye on you, some of the things he teaches you?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's always pushing me, always trying to make everyone else better. So glad to have him as a mentor.
And then a couple more games this week out of conference, and then conference play is going to start up soon. Can you talk about how the team's getting ready for that?
Just trying to take it one game at a time. The next one's the most important. So.
Nick Boulay, you'll see him on the field for the Mighty Max men's soccer team. Thank you very much.
I love this action shot of Captain Kelly Gross. Women's tennis started off their season with a big 9-0 victory over Keystone on Thursday. They will play Delaware Valley and Rutgers Camden this week. The women's cross-country team placed 4th at the CSAC preview meet this past weekend, led by Carolyn Sitch in 21st. The men's cross-country team placed 9th at the same event, led by Michael Wamshire in the 35th place. Both cross-country teams will be in action this Saturday at the Highlander Invitational.
Just a little housekeeping note. This Thursday in the small gym at 12:30 is the apparel sale. A lot of good stuff on discount. I got this shirt last year, IU Dog Pound, so there's some good stuff. Make sure you check it out Thursday.
That's all we have for this episode. Be sure to head to the home events this week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Good luck to all the Macs as we continue our fall season. My name's Sarah Pasternak.
I'm Dave Monero,
And go Max.